Pemirsa, Anda masih bersama saya dalam diskusi tentang di mana peran asuransi saat pandemi COVID-19. Sekarang gilirannya Pak Ananta. Please, Pak Ananta.
Thank you, Pak Primus.
Yeah.
So first of all, FWD, we are set up as a digital insurer right from the beginning, and that actually helped us cope with the situation and service our customers better. So if you look at what we immediately did from different people's perspective. First, our staff, our distributors, our agents, and our bank partners. How is it that we provide safety for them so that they are in fact and in turn able to take care of the customers' requirements and services? So we were one of the first few companies to move to work from home, and effective 23rd of March, we moved to 100% work from home. So that first and foremost, our staff, agents, and their families are protected and they can work at peace and work productively. Number two, in terms of customers, we gave them the peace of mind by reassuring that they are covered under COVID, so that they can be at peace, that in case anything, everybody is there to protect them. Also, it's important to keep the customer service going. So, we moved home from the staff. We also that even our call center capabilities were shifted from office to homes of people in different locations so that they can continue to service the customer 24 hours. Our WhatsApp services have been activated, so which means over 1,000 customers who reach out to us on a daily basis, they get updated information, though our staff are working from home. Similar is our claims readiness. So we have ensured that the e-claims processes are ready so that customers can apply on e-claims more than the paper manual claim. So what we have noticed is typically about 15% used to be the earlier claims on e-claim and mostly on pen and paper. Suddenly in a month, people have shifted in a big way from pen and paper to more than 50% to e-claim, and therefore we are also able to settle the claims faster. So that's the second bit of it. So one is people and staff to ensure the safety of staff and agents. Two is the customers so that we are able to take care and protect their interests and service them well when they need us the most. Finally, the community itself. So in addition, we have reached out to several partnerships, but one of the initial thing which we have launched it is called as Kolaborasi Untuk Berbagi. So which is collaborating to share. So that we are able to give back to the society. So we have tied up with the SOS community, whereby there are about 10 villages across the country where we take care of the basic livelihood needs of several thousand families, over 4,000 children in this hour of need, in a very fun and a nice way, where different people can participate in the fun games that we have, thereby contribute towards this cause, which we will be able to share with them, so that so many thousand families benefit from this challenging situation. So we are trying to do the best to ensure all aspects of society is protected and taken care of.
Thank you, Pak. Kita sampai pada pertanyaan yang sesuai dengan tema diskusi ini, Pak Kristianto, Pak Togar, and Pak Ananta, Pak Peter, and Pak Jens. Now, this time, it's a good time for insurance to show to the people. We are for you. We protect you. WHO already announced COVID-19 as a pandemic. Government cover all costs in hospital, but what insurance company role to protect, to help patients? Barangkali mulai dari Pak Kristianto, bagaimana asuransi umumkan masyarakat pikir ke bagaimana ini? Diproteksi asuransi nggak, walaupun pemerintah mengcover biaya perawatan yang positif di rumah sakit. Silakan Pak Kristianto.
Ya, terima kasih Pak Primus. Jadi memang kami menyadari bahwa ini pandemi corona ini memang wabah baru ya, yang mungkin bagi beberapa perusahaan asuransi dan bagi para konsumen pemegang polis memang belum mengantisipasi dampaknya bagi kehidupan kita. OJK dalam hal ini melihat pertanggungan yang disediakan di dalam polis. Artinya apa? Artinya polis itu memang kan kontrak antara dua belah pihak, antara perusahaan asuransi dengan pemegang polis. Bagi perusahaan asuransi yang memang dalam coverage asuransinya tidak menyertakan corona, memang kita bisa memaklumi bahwa coverage atas penyakit COVID-19 ini tidak di-cover. Namun demikian, OJK sangat mengapresiasi bahwa ada beberapa perusahaan yang mengambil posisi untuk menyediakan proteksi atas pertanggungan penyakit COVID-19 ini, bahkan tanpa mengubah nilai preminya. Artinya menjadi pertanggungan tambahan atas polis yang sudah enforce begitu Pak. Jadi kami mengucapkan terima kasih kepada perusahaan-perusahaan asuransi yang berinisiatif untuk artinya ini untuk kepentingan pemegang polis, untuk kepentingan konsumen, menyediakan pertanggungan, menambah coverage penyakit COVID-19 ini tanpa menaikkan premi asuransi. Ya. Demikian, Pak.
Jadi walaupun pemerintah tidak menyatakan pandemic 19 as a force majeure, ya kan Pak Kristianto, kan tidak menjadi force majeure. Oke, barangkali saya coba ke Pak Nanta dulu, Pak. Pak Nanta, you lead life insurance. Yeah. I think this is time for you, for life insurance, to show to the public, we are here for you, to protect you. Do you protect your clients to hospital, pay their everything? Please, Pak.
Yeah, thanks, Pak Primus. So a couple of things. One is, yes, first, customers should have peace of mind. So all our individual life policy holders can be rest assured, yes, they are protected in case they have to unfortunately encounter COVID. So that protection is available, number one. Number two, in addition to the protection which they get, we also offer an extra benefit to the customers as a special campaign at no extra cost. So in addition to the product benefit which they get, they will be able to avail special extra benefits for this COVID campaign as well, so that they feel really at peace of mind and their families also feel that way. So one of the fundamental approach of FWD is to change the way people feel about insurance. And therefore, what we have also done is we have minimized the list of exclusions in all our policy contracts. So typically, if in a life insurance policy, there are a lot of exclusions, any FWD insurance policy, the number of exclusions are minimum relative to others, because that way we can give the real benefit to the customers and they will be able to get benefit from the product which they bought for the purpose they bought for. So yes, they are covered.
Yeah, Pak James, you have a lot of customers. Do you cover the hospital cost of your customers?
Ya, terima kasih Pak Primus. Pastinya di Prudential kita juga cover all of our policies cover COVID-19. Kita juga sering communicate. Even in bulan Januari kita sudah launch one manfaat tambahan seperti Pak Kristianto bilang di atas, not only of our policies but a special coverage for all of our Prudential nasabah for 1 juta per hari for hospital cash kalau people confined with COVID-19. And also I think in Prudential kita sekarang want to support nasabah tapi juga mencatat dengan aplikasi Pulse. Aplikasi Pulse is satu aplikasi kita juga provide a lot of health information tetapi juga ada symptom checker, ada free hospital consultation. Dan sekarang we are providing also 50.000 COVID-19 rapid test dengan kolaborasi sama Halodoc in Jakarta, in Surabaya. Kalau orangnya mau ikut tes, just go into Pulse, you can activate in 1 minute, and bisa juga kasih reservation for this COVID-19 rapid test. So in this time, saya setuju sama Pak Primus, we must have a full commitment and peace of mind to our nasabah, tetapi juga must support all masyarakat. And I think also in Prudential we reacted fast. Kita juga kasih to volunteers in the COVID hospital di Kemayoran, and I hope we can do more the more we need to do.
Pak Peter, hello. I think this time for Allianz to promote this Allianz to protect people. What does your company do?
I think that is at the core of our DNA, and I think that's the most important question that we as a company need to deliver. And when I mean need to deliver, is to deliver on our promise to the customer. And I think it's two ways. It's about what we can do for the customer on their policy and what we can do as a CSR activity. So I think as an Allianz, we are definitely committed to always provide strong and the best protection and services to our customer in this really difficult and challenging time, and also to help the Indonesian people at large that are facing these difficult times during the pandemic that perhaps are not our customer. So I want to just go quickly onto our CSR. I mean, I think already we have given donation to personal protective equipment for medical workers and health-free rapid tests, as Jens, for Jakarta residents, particularly in the red zone areas, to form support for the government efforts in curbing the rise of COVID-19. We also provide free doctor consultations via phone for Allianz customers, as well as the public, and I think this is going really well and proving very useful. Our business is poised protection, therefore I think we try our best and to take the worry away from the customer and really deliver on our promise in order to give them peace of mind. I think that as a company or insurance company that has life, health, and general insurance, we need to maintain our service levels at 24/7, and I think this is a given, and I think we all do that. As mentioned, free consultation on the life, 24-hour. We have no 30-day waiting period on the life side for new policies. Our claims submission period, we extended for more days, up to 120 days. So we feel with and for the customer that we walk this road together, and I think together we can come out stronger, and that will be more positive. On the general side, we have claims submission period extension for up to 4 weeks. We have online claims, so we're fully cognizant of the social distancing, and we provide gadget insurance, and as you know, this is the way that everybody interacts today to make life easier and to put our customers with a better peace of mind when they have their cover with Allianz.
Pak Togar, barangkali 2 menit sebelum kita break, merespons ini Pak. Bagaimana soal ini apa, yang walaupun tidak force majeure, tapi diharapkan oleh nasabah, perusahaan asuransi ini menunjukkan bahwa mereka betul-betul memproteksi nasabah Pak. Iya,
sebetulnya Pak, dalam polis asuransi kesehatan, penyakit ini tidak terdefinisikan. Karena penyakit ini kan baru dikenal sekarang. Jadi basically secara logika, bahwa sebetulnya setiap polis asuransi kesehatan semestinya mengcover penyakit ini. Memang ada pengecualian bila disebutkan atau ditetapkan oleh pemerintah sebagai penyakit pandemi atau epidemi atau pandemi gitu ya. Namun kan sejauh ini pemerintah tidak melakukannya, dan kebetulan juga dan bagusnya juga pemerintah yang mengcover semua biaya yang muncul akibat COVID-19 ini. Nah kemudian teman-teman semua yang ada di perusahaan asuransi jiwa ya melakukan banyak hal untuk menambah tadi kata Pak Jens, Pak Adi, on top of. Jadi memang baik sekali apa yang dilakukan oleh teman-teman di industri. Jadi saya pikir memang sebaiknya, selayaknya penyakit COVID-19 ini di-cover oleh perusahaan asuransi.
Baik,
demikian Pak Primus.
Ya, saya pikir poin penting. Pemirsa, kita nanti akan masuk sesi terakhir bagaimana perusahaan asuransi melakukan turning around agar mereka bisa bangkit dan setelah COVID-19 ini asuransi bertumbuh lebih baik lagi. Kami akan segera kembali setelah jeda berikut.